All right, what's up? It's Jeremy King, Daniel Kerstetter, and we're gonna do a little role reversal here. It's gonna be a white boy interviews the Asian,
My first time America. Everyone very nice here.
especially the white boys. All right.
No, no, I'm just kidding.
So first I'll start off, and I'll ask, when did your mom come to America? 'Cause I know that she was born in
Whew, that was a
Korea.
long
So
time ago. My mom came over when she was 17 or 18. Currently, she is 60 something. I'm not going to reveal her exact age, but you can put that together. It was a long time ago.
and when she was that
I have
before
an
or
assistant
after
suicide.
the Vietnam War? Was that
Uh, I believe that was shortly after because my father was drafted during the Korean conflict, so um, very similar time frames.
cool? And do you ever get stereotypes when you're in public? Do people expect you to talk a different way when you go to order something? Do they ever look at you weird? Do they ever say anything about you when you're in public? Like, do you ever get that? Or
Oh yeah, all the time.
yeah,
I mean, I grew up in Milton, Pennsylvania. I went to school there. I was literally the token Asian guy all the way through grade, junior, and I think we had one other guy for like, maybe like 2 years in high school. So I mean,
Matt Kim.
yeah, it was kind of. I grew used to it. It
Was
doesn't.
it hard for you to deal with that? Like,
No, not really. Actually, growing up, going to family reunions and things, considering my family's very old-fashioned and they didn't really care whether or not anybody was offended by what they said. For the longest time, actually, they would refer to me as chink-eyed little bastard, and that's
ooh.
quote unquote. Um, at such a young age, I didn't understand that they were being stereotypically incorrect, but they never meant any harm, and it just grew on me, I guess.
So when you started out in school, did you know that you were a minority among the people that you were in school with,
When I
or
started school, no, not so much. I noticed that my eyes were different than everybody else. You know, those round-eyed kids, they were all weird. But no,
good old round eyes?
I was not. I was not. I was not aware that I was a minority uh, in the United States.
And
Every one of you is unique and interesting. Is what my teacher used to tell me.
And did you get that like humorous stereotype through school about being good at technology and like, creating video games or something along those lines that had to do with computers?
I would get, a lot of the people that know me, a lot of my friends knew that it never bothered me. Even people that didn't and maybe wanted to get on my nerves. But funny thing is, I'm actually very good at math. I'm good with computers. So yeah, I got it a lot. But whether or not they were being serious or whether or not they were joking, I don't really care.
Yeah, exactly. I can actually kind of relate to that in the stereotypical factor anyway, not so much the Asian part, but with the rest of it. So what made you decide to join the military? Because I know that you are in the military, in the Army Reserves. What made you decide to do that?
The noble and correct thing to say would be I wanted to serve my country for everything it's done for me, and yes, that was part of it. But B, they offered me a large sum of money to join, willing to pay for my college. I was gonna get to travel, um, just knowing that I could get through it. Um, that was pretty much about it. I mean,
And to back up just a little bit, not to cut you off, but back
okay.
up a little bit. When you were going through high school, was that when you started to realize that you might be a minority and that, things were a little bit different? Did you ever see yourself as being different?
It was like
Did they
junior.
treat you differently?
It was like junior high or like towards the end of grade school that the whole you're a different race. Like there was always like the white kids, and black kids, but
Hmm.
they were distinctly different. I've got kind of like in between skin. I'm tan. I'm yellow. So I was really kind of. I wasn't black. I wasn't white. There's this whole like Black History Month. There's no Asian History Month, at least as far as I'm aware. But so that was kind of when it came out, like late grade school. Like you got weird eyes. Yeah, I do. So
And when you were in high school, did anybody like have an expectation for you of like what sport you should be doing or? anything because like I know the Olympics were held in Beijing, and that they had a lot of competing, people there. They had a lot of incredible athletes there. Was there any talk about that after that, like even joking around?
Yeah. But as far as expectations, real expectations, no. The only expectations that were ever put upon me in school were by my parents and my teachers. Um, as far as what sport that I wanted to play, that was my decision.
Nice.
And in the end, I, from a very young age, I learned to, it's my decision. If you don't like it, you can all go to hell. So, yeah, not really. But there was a lot of joking when the Olympics were held in Beijing. They're like, you should go to your homeland and see the Olympics.
That's
But
definitely the root of my question too, because I wanted to know that if people were throwing little zingers at you when you were doing
by the way, just out of turn. By the way, for everybody that thinks that I have strange eyes, according to the world population, there's like 1 billion of us, more than there are of everyone else.
it.
So yeah.
Bitches. So it actually breaks down to you when you got into the military. Did anybody, especially in rural Pennsylvania, where there's not a whole lot of minority, into the military and into the services that that go along with that? Was there anything that like threw you off from doing it? Did anybody have any comments about you being in the military? Like, was there anything
All of
that
my
happened with
friends
that?
and everybody back home was very supportive of me going into the military, except for my mom. She didn't want to see it happen. But
Mm-hmm.
as far as because of my race, no. And when I actually got into basic training, that was a different story. There's for anybody that doesn't know, there's a long history between Japanese people and Korean people, and um, a little bit of hate there. But there were some people that were very bigoted in the military, and that doesn't make much sense. But
Yeah, not so
I got
much
over it. I got them over it, and everything kind of ended up okay.
for the most part.
Yeah. There were a couple nights in the showers where somebody ended up bleeding. Eh,
Hopefully, it wasn't your asshole.
oh, no, no. That's not a racial problem. That's a sexuality problem, and we're not going there right now.
All right. Well, this has been White Boy Interviews an Asian,
I'm not done yet.
and now he's got to get fucking cocky with me.
White people, you never go full. That's the thing. You never go all the way. You always go like halfway. Like our parents were all like, "You got a C in school, you're gonna get your ass kicked." You guys are like, "No, you got a C." Yeah. So you do an interview with an Asian guy. You don't get everything out of the way. You don't get all of this hate. Like, oh, your eyes look weird. You ever get that? Yeah, I do. I see in widescreen, bitches. 1080p. I wear contacts because the world isn't high def enough for me. That's right. All you round eye people are stuck sitting there watching TV in standard definition. High definition means that they're done in smaller pixels. No. Yeah.
Is that what it is?
Oh yeah, definitely.
I think you're being racist now.
Oh no, not at all.
Oh.
Oh yeah, damn right. Not to mention, you go to a Chinese restaurant, they give you a fork. I go to Burger King, they don't give me fucking
I
chopsticks.
want to let it be known that at the Chinese restaurants, 9/10 of the stuff that was in there was invented in America for the gold miners.
Yeah, but they give you guys forks. If I go into Burger King, I don't get chopsticks.
You get a spork though. That's fucking the greatest invention ever.
I don't get chopsticks. That is ethnically racist if I've
They have
ever seen it.
spoons in Asia, Japan, Korea. They all have spoons. They use it with their chopsticks. They spin the noodles on it. You get a spork. That's just as good. We're trying to be racist.
Maybe to you,
And Taco
but
Bell is meant to be a Mexican cuisine. It's not anymore, but it was supposed to be. They're tacos. That's how it goes.
tacos aren't tacos supposed to be made with meat?
Yeah, well,
That's not meat.
Taco Bell is meat.
I like Taco Bell, but it's not meat.
I fucking love Taco Bell.
Um, let me see here. Yeah, I'm not fucking done with you
I
yet.
can't go over 10 minutes. Look, I'm at 9:27.
There better be a part two.
Making a part two. We're out. Making another one. Say bye, Dan.
Goodbye, all you white people.
No.